Imagine walking into your first job immediately after your master's degree, and 80% of the department have been there for 15 years or more. They know the systems, they know the politics, the people, the shortcuts, everything. And you're skilled, energetic, independent, but younger, newer, and unproven. You can feel it in the room. They are not rude, but you are not relevant yet. And I learned something in that environment that changed my career forever. The skills got me hired, but trust made me visible. I needed two things fast. I needed to stop being the new guy. I needed to build credibility in a place where credibility was measured in years, not potential. And here's what many young professionals miss. When you have less experience, you don't try to win by looking experienced. You win by becoming useful across the system. So I made a decision. Instead of competing with these tenured employees on seniority, I competed on value. I started watching the department like a system. What are the bottlenecks? Where does work slow down? Where do teams struggle to collaborate? Because if you can't be the most experienced, be the most helpful. But it wasn't easy. I ran into difficulty, rejection, quiet resistance. You know that feeling when you offer to help and people respond like, yes, we'll handle it. Not in an aggressive way, just dismissive. That's when I realized I didn't just need technical ability, I needed people ability. So I did what most early career professionals don't do. I invested in soft skills like they were hard skills. I took courses on teamwork and collaboration. And I went through the Steve Covey's 5-day training on 7 habits of highly effective people. That training didn't just teach habits. It taught me how to operate in an organization where trust is the real currency. And one habit in particular flipped my reputation, but I'll explain that in a second. Here's the breakthrough. I stopped trying to be impressive. I started trying to be reliable and collaborative. Covey's principle taught me to seek first to understand, think win-win, put first things first, be proactive. But the one that really changed everything for me was this: seek first to understand than to be understood. So instead of walking into other departments or meetings saying, here's what I can do, I started walking in and saying, help me understand your pain points. Help me understand how I can help. But here is the cost. To become successful across all these divisions, I had to get comfortable being uncomfortable. I had to hear no without taking it personally. I had to handle rejection without retreating, and that was very important. I had to keep showing up with consistency, and I didn't try to be everywhere at once. I did it through strategy, through horizontal growth. I became valuable to multiple divisions, subdivisions, and learning just enough about their world to solve problems and reduce friction. And when you do that, people don't just respect you, they start protecting you. Soon, something shifted. I became the go-to guy in my division, and then other divisions started trusting me too. And what happens next was the real reward. That trust created exposure. The exposure created opportunity. Opportunity created accelerated growth. I didn't climb upward at first. I expanded outward. That environment changed me. I learned that early career success isn't about being the smartest. It is about being the person who handles difficulty, who communicates clearly, who collaborates well, and becomes a valuable asset across the system. In part 2 of this video, I'm going to show you the exact system I used to turn trust into a promotion case, even without a title, even without years of experience. If you are yet to subscribe to this channel, please go ahead and subscribe and share this video with anyone you think will benefit from it. I'll see you in my next video.